everybody. I've just been talking to this fabulous guy called Sean. Hello. And we're on the train on the southwest tip. Yes.
About to pass Grants, New Mexico.
Coming out of New Mexico. So it's been a fantastic little dinner and a good chat. Nice to meet you.
Pleasure talking to
Hey everybody, nai mai, haere mai, and welcome back to Mem's Journeys. This video, but first I better rewind. Most of my videos, you may notice, are mainly about campgrounds and not the big tourist places that you would see on other videos. My videos are mainly about road trips. They're about small rural towns, and they're about campgrounds and some of the attractions within those small towns. So that's what I've been doing on this trip, the Manawatu Marokopa Taranaki loop that I call it, which is quite a big loop really. Yeah, so that's what I do, is I go from place to place and my road trips, and when I do that I do a little bit of recording for you on the townships, what they're like, the campgrounds, what they're like, little attractions in the place where I'm camping, and if I do get the chance to go to any tourist attractions, that's really good, but I don't kind of go out of my way for the tourist attractions because they just don't attract me. Yeah, so let's go for this video now, and this one is about Marokopa. And Marokopa was a Maori settlement, and it's spelled M-A-R-O-K-O-P-A. So I know there's a place in America called Marokopa, but this is Marokopa, and it is in the northwestern side of the North Island, inland from, not inland, but coastal from Te Kuiti, if you know where Te Kuiti is, which is just south of Hamilton, if you sort of know that area. Marokopa is a little bit famous because that's where Tom Phillips abducted his children and took them into the bush area around that area of Marokopa. So it's quite famous in that way. And he kept them in the bush for quite a few years before he was finally found and the children were recovered. But other than that, I went to Marokopa because it's always been an interesting place in my mind that I would like to visit. I'd been to, so in this trip I've been to National Park of Waimarino, Whakapapa, up to the Whakapapa ski resort, to Taumaranui, and to see Taumaranui's at the heart of the King country, and they also retain their Maori wards. So it's an interesting place for me as a Maori person. Then from Taumaranui I went to Pio, and Pio interested me. I think it's the name that interests me, because Pio was named after a bird which is now extinct. It's gone the same way as the huia, and its call was Pio. And so that is in the Waitomo region. And now further kind of coastal from Pio, I've gone to a place called Marokopa. It's beautiful, there's no doubt about that. I have to say that the roads aren't sealed, and also there's no petrol outlets. There's one in Pio that you'd have to, in Te Kuiti. It would be wise to fill up there before you head out to the coast, because there's no shops, there's no petrol outlets. And well, I didn't find anywhere, and I looked all around the little village where I was at. I walked around, and I also took the car around, and yeah, it's just a little settlement with about, I guess, right out in that area. So I spend a little bit of time there, and one of my focuses is the campground, because it's, if you can find a good place to stay and camp for the night, then you could kind of venture out from that base. And I tend to like to find a place where I've got access to shower, water, shelter, and a good parking place and safety. And the Marokopa campground is quite safe. There's a barrier arm that goes down, and it only allows people in that pay. But you know, the Marokopa campground, I do have some pros and cons for that campground. So let me go over those first. Let me go over the pros. So the pros are that there is a campground in Marokopa with facilities for those who have RVs, campers and camping vehicles. And you don't have to be self-contained, but I think for this particular campground, the same as with Pio Pio, it wouldn't hurt to have a fully self-contained vehicle. Number two, there are good grassy pads to park on. Good solid pads, so that there's no risk of sinking or getting stuck. Three, there's really good fridge and freezers and a cool shed. Although when I was there was only one going, because there was hardly anybody there, so obviously they've turned the other ones off. Number five, they have Penny camp facilities, and by now you'll know that Penny have taken over the Kiwi camp facilities. And these facilities are like, what would you call them? They're not mobile, but they are sort of put onto the campground, and they add like showers, toilets, and sometimes laundry facilities and cooking facilities there. But you have to use your key, which I've shown in another video, which key that is. They have a large barbecue area. They have powered sites, and it's a good place if you have bikes, you like to bike. You know, you've got your Jeep, you've got your four-wheel drive, you like to go into the bush, you like to do hiking. It's probably a good base, but then you have to drive a few k's to get out to the really natural spots, apart from the beach. The beach was really close, about 5 minutes away. So those are the pros. The con is I had to pay $35 for really basic facilities, and I just didn't think it was worth $35. I paid $35, you know, in cities with campgrounds, and they've got all the facilities, but this is in an isolated part of the country with facilities that have been wound back. I would have thought it would be about $15 really, but for a non-powered site was $35. And I was going to stay there for 2 nights, but I just thought, no, I'm only staying for 1. The facilities themselves, the Penny facilities, well, they're there, but they've been restricted. Like, everything is locked apart from one toilet, and the disability toilet and shower was locked as well. I've seen that before in other areas where the Penny facilities are wound back and restricted, so you can only use one Luckily there weren't that many campers. There would have been about 6 other rigs besides mine. 5, 6 other rigs, you know, with people in them. So we all used the facilities. Luckily, you know, it worked out all right. The washing machines are coin operated. So if you have no coins, you can't do your washing, because there's nowhere to change your coinage. There's no shops around. There's nowhere to change card money into, you know, your card and to get some coins. Number 2, there is a large barbecue area, which is really good for a large group. But I mean, I saw some small family groups cooking there, and it was good. But there was no filtered water. It says there's filtered water, but there was no filtered water. So the water supply is actually ground or artesian. So it's rusty, it's brown, it's like dirty water. Well, it's not dirty, but it's rusty water, it's artesian water. And there's no filtering. So washing, showering, cooking, dishwashing, you know, it's okay for that, I suppose. But the water is brown, and I really noticed it. I went to have a shower and the water was all brown, and I had washed my hair and everything, and I didn't really look at the water until it sort of gathered on my hand, and I thought, oh my God, it's all water. It's all brown. So, yeah. Number 3, there are no shops. There's no petrol outlets. It's really isolated. And if you are fully self-contained, that's okay. And if you're not needing to refill, you know, stock your provisions, it's okay. Or you don't need to get any petrol. Luckily, I didn't need petrol. But to be honest, I did need some water, and I would have liked to have topped up on my petrol as well. And number 4, the campground itself is in an isolated place, and you can bike from there, bike around Marokopa itself, or walk around. I walked around to the beach, and that was really nice. It's a really beautiful, scenic little spot, the beach. However, the tide was out, and so it's all just, you know, barren seabed there. Yeah, I couldn't fossick or do any beach combing because those are the things that interest me, because there was nothing to beach comb. It's really a beach that is, there's iron sands, because the west coast beaches on New Zealand and the North and South Island are iron sand beaches. Yeah, and not a lot of fossicking to be done, and not a lot of beach combing. So for that reason, yeah, there's definitely pros and cons, and it's definitely something you want to know about before you go. I mean, the roads were unsealed, so it was quite a hairy ride there, but yeah, I got there. Yeah, so now I'm just going to take you around a few little places where I went. There were some beautiful sights there. I saw the marae in the distance. The marae up there is called Meru Meru. And it's beautiful, and it's green. It's green, painted, part of it is painted green, because it really stuck out when I was looking from where I was. It was over the other side of, like, the bay. But apparently it's at the mouth of the Marokopa River. Marokopa, I think they got the name from. So anyway, I hope you'll still stay with me. I really appreciate you watching my videos, and I hope that you enjoy this lot of my videos. Please like, subscribe, comment. Don't feel afraid to comment. I really like positive, constructive comments, questions. And by all means, share. Thank you for watching, and don't forget, whenever you're out there in nature, enjoy it by all means. But please, only leave your footprints.
Yeah.